Welcome everyone. Today I'll be sharing with you a story, my own story of how God answered my prayers just recently in my workplace. Now, if you're new to this channel, just hit the subscribe button because this channel is fully packed and will be fully packed with various testimonies of people around the world of how God has brought them from one place to another, and also prayers for everyone. So if you need a prayer request, just feel free and type in the comment section, or just feel free to reach out to me and I'll be there to pray for you. Also, additionally, we will be sharing verses each and every day and teachings about the Bible. So this is what this channel is all about. So yeah, join the family and don't be left out. All right, let's dive into the story. So just some few weeks ago, in my workplace, I suddenly, suddenly noticed one of my colleague that we work together, she just started giving me attitude. I did not know where this attitude came from. It is someone who always talks to me. I go along with her. We work really well, and there have never been a problem with working with her for the past months and months and months since I started working in this place. And then this day, she just comes in, and there's that attitude, and she's not talking to me, she's not greeting me, and everything. So I started noticing it. The first day, the second day, even though I did the usual thing, you greet someone, if there's anything else, you can talk with that, but there's no that reciprocation. So I started wondering, I was like, did I do something or what's wrong here? I don't know. I was in shock, and then I just decided, I said, no, this will not be a very good work environment if, let me say, if I decide to show the same attitude towards her. And moreover, I'm a Christian. I'm supposed to lead by example. I'm supposed to lead by my love, towards everyone. It doesn't matter whether they are Christians or not. God commands us to love one another, irrespective of where they people come from or whatever, you know. And that is what the scriptures tells me to do. And so, in my obedience, I said, "Okay, Lord, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to her and ask her." But before then, I decided, I have this Christian group, and I decided to tell them the situation that's going on. I said, "This is what I'm going through," and as Proverbs says, there is great victory when you have multitude of advisors. When people advise you, okay, it is wisdom to ask for advice. And so I did that. And people says, try to understand them. People are commenting and doing that and that, And so I decided to pray. I said, Lord. Now I prayed a prayer from, this is actually Psalm 139, 23 to 24. And it reads, I'm going to read this. And this was my prayer. It says, search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any grievous way in me, and lead me in the way of everlasting life. That was my prayer to God. I said, Lord, search me. Maybe I am the one at fault. I may never know, because we are mostly blinded by thinking that we are right. But I decided to humble myself. I said, I will go to this, my sister. I will go to her and tell her to say, Lord, I've noticed this. If there's anything that I've done, I humble myself. That was my main plan. But before I did that, I prayed to God. I said, Lord, I'm going to go tomorrow. But I pray that, examine me and search if there's anything in me. Let me know about it so that I can, remove it out. And yes, even as I go to her, I might be ready. And so I did that. So I made a plan. I said, I'll go tomorrow. Lo and behold, the following day, I was in the car with her, and because we usually use cars to go for work, the work cars to go for work and meet up with various farmers and everything. And lo and behold, while I was in the car, and I just greeted her, and suddenly she started talking to me, and she started telling me about how she's passing through certain things in her life, trying to change certain things that are affecting her, including her relationship and what. And said, oh, now I see the reason. And that's how God answered my prayers. And I was able to understand, And now, from all this is what I learned. Please, let us learn to love, deeply love one another, and try to understand one another. Do not reciprocate bad to bad. Reciprocate bad for good. That is, if you are paid with bad, repay with good. If you are paid with bad, repay with good. If you have an enemy and your enemy is hungry and you've seen that they're hungry and it is in your capacity to feed them, give them food. Give them water to drink. Don't do as what the pagans do. Don't love those who only love you. Love those even who hate you. This is the entire law of the prophets. Love the Lord and love your neighbor. Thank you.